everybody. Welcome to Real Talk Fins Talk. I'm Steve Malloy, your host, not your guest host, your host. And our guest host is the one and only Rob Mosley, aka Dolphin Thirsty. And we've got a special guest tonight, JPF Scout from Digging in the Trenches. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
All right, good. Dolphin Thirsty, what you got going on your website this week, brother?
Always up to date Dolphin information. A little slow today. It was a busy day for me, so I got a little, slow track, but always good Dolphin information. My latest article was about Fisher signing and, all the news that happened this week about the scheduling change to the Saturday night game where I feel like we kind of got screwed, but we won't get into that too much right now. And I think that's for another week's show. But it's just, it's just stuff like that. All things Dolphins all the time. So if you want Dolphin information, come to Dolphin Thirsty, and you get what you love.
Thanks, Rob. And Rob, happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday to you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday
to Rob.
Oh, my God. We're going to drive off everyone in the whole world here. Thank
SoCal Derek, what's up, brother?
Yes.
Cap for life, what's up, dog?
SoCal's going to be out at the game in person, so that's cool.
That's sweet, man.
He's going to be repping the Dolphins from live.
So, Justin, what do you got going on? I know you got some merchandise that you promote.
Oh, yeah.
And then also your show. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. If you need some gear, you want some Dolphin stuff, or just looking for something for your kids or yourself, holler at me right there at JPF Scout on Twitter, and get at me for all the details, prices, and turnaround time, and all that good stuff. Dolphins are hot right now. Tyreek's hot right now. Get your waddle and start waddling, baby. Let's get it going. Thank you so much for that.
Hey, no
also,
problem.
you can catch me on every Saturday with my co-host Reggie Brown on Digging in the Trenches, and then with my buddy Dolphins Daily up there, my buddy Rob. You can catch us daily at Dolphins Thirsty, or you can catch us on Dolphins Daily, like I said, and it's with Dolphins Thirsty. And he also has like that great website there. He forgot to mention those quizzes that are really cool too, man. So he's got a lot of cool stuff on the site, a lot of cool stuff here on Fins Talk Sports Network. You guys smash and like that button, and we'll have the 500 subscriber giveaway coming up here real soon, but we can get into that a little later.
Absolutely. And as Justin said, please like, subscribe, share with your families, friends, and neighbors, please. And we are close to that 500 subscriber. In fact, we're going to get it tonight, baby. Somebody's going to get that shirt. All right, hey. Guys, I want to go in before we go into the game. A little bit about the game. I want to get into a little bit of history. In 1974, the Miami Dolphins, they had 12 players that went to the Pro Bowl. 12 players. And
those are the good old days.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
They had seven players on offense. That's 7. That's more than half the offense starters went to the Pro Bowl. And
wow.
I'm going to give you the names real quick. Quarterback Bob Greasy, running back Larry Zonka, running back Mercury Morris, wide receiver Paul Warfield, center Jim Langer, guard Larry Little, tackle Wayne Moore, 7. Defense, they had 5. They had middle linebacker Nick Boltaconte, defensive end Bill Stanfield, both safeties, Jake Scott, Dick Anderson, and Evan's gonna like this, kicker Gerald Upremian.
Yeah.
So that was 5, and I think they left out one. I think defensive tackle Manny Fernandez should have been there as well.
Oh, dude, Manny was awesome.
He was a monster, man. Quick as a cat.
Yep.
As a cat. All right. So let's get into the game a little bit real quick of the last game, 49ers. Look, guys, we're 8-4. We still got to run to the playoffs. I think we're still in a decent position or good position. Rob, what's your take on the game real quick?
Well, obviously it was disappointing because I was thinking we would go out there and perform well. It's just I just felt the whole team was a little off kilter, and it just shows how valuable Teron Armstead is. Without him in there, I think it got Tua a little bit up here because it was a couple times I thought Tua had enough time, but he got a little happy feet and he missed some throws that he normally hits perfect. He could do in his sleep most of the time, and he just, it was just every team's going to have a bad game, and it's just, the 49ers got us this time. That's just football. You're not going to win every single game unless you're the 1972 Miami Dolphins. You're not going to win every game. So, like I was saying from the day after when we were on, I was saying on to the Chargers. So, that's my analysis. It's just we didn't play our best game and we got beat.
Gotcha. Justin, what was your take?
Oh, man. You know what? Before we went into the game, we all knew it was going to be a grimy, tough game. The weather was bad. We're going into a different time zone. No excuses. You know what I'm saying? We were ready to play. Tua didn't have his best game. No, he even admitted it. Everybody knows it. He was a little high on some passes, a little behind on some passes. It definitely wasn't the Tua that we were used to seeing. But if you know anything about me, you know that we win as a football team and we lose as a football team. And I think it was a team loss. I'm not going to blame a loss like that on any one guy. But after a loss like that, you know what? It always falls back on the quarterback and the head coach. But to get away from all of that stuff, it really doesn't affect me as much as it normally would during a different season. If we didn't already have 8 wins on the board, I'm sure I'd be freaking out right about now. But it was a team loss, something that I think that they can improve and grow on, get better from, really do a lot of learning process during this time, know what it's going to take during these times of going through this battle of this gauntlet to get to the next stage. And honestly, I think they're ready for the Chargers coming up.
Okay, good. Like to hear that. All right. Real quick, Justin, since I got you,
Sure.
I know we acquired Eric Fisher, offensive tackle. In fact, he's a left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
What's the intel on him? What's the scoop on him?
The scoop on Eric is he's a former first-round pick overall out of Central Michigan. He is like you said, a left tackle. He's played a little bit of right tackle, obviously, for Kansas City as well. My buddy Sean gave a pretty good analogy on him, and I went back and looked at a little bit more tape on this. And I'm still going to stick to what I'm saying about he's a little bit better of a pass blocker than run blocker. But, man, I'm almost willing to say I'd go the other way really quick, too, because they're that close. He is a gritty player who has really good feet movement, good flexibility in his feet. He can move side to side. He's fairly, not really fast, maybe sneaky quick inside the tackle box. He's got really good hands. He shoots them out very fastly. His hand placement's really good. He can be susceptible to people crossing his face and getting beat by a bull rush. His power is, I would say, above average. He does have really good football IQ. He can pick up pass off, stunts, twists, gains, twists. Is really good at communicating with the rest of his line. It's almost like having another Teron Armstead on the football field. He is a anchor of a line. He has played over 128 career games. He's won a Super Bowl. He's got a lot of experience that we could use right now on the line. If we're getting anywhere near a 75% of what he used to be, I think we're going to be okay.
Great. Good take on that.
Thank you.
Very interesting. Yeah, I think he's a good pickup. I think he's a good depth player. He's a veteran. And like you said,
I think, like you said, he's a good quality
depth piece,
added depth for right now. Because
absolutely.
Armstead, unfortunately, will miss some games, and
sure, we all knew that too. Oh, he's coming back. There he is.
He's back. You're back, Steve. Live streaming, guys. But anyway, he's a great added depth piece. I like this signing. I was surprised he's still on the open market because he was linked to the Dolphins before the season started. Like he was one of the possibilities that the Dolphins would look at, but it never happened. And then McDaniel did say in his press conference that it's been something that's been in the works for a couple of weeks now, and that they've been working on it. So it worked out. So, anyways, I kind of figured what you were going to say, Steve. Again, you know,
that's okay. You've got ESP. You're always right on, Rob.
Yeah. So anyway, you
spot
can
on.
go on.
Okay. So anyway, now let's talk about the ugly.
Oh no, you're gonna do this to me, aren't you?
Yes,
I
I am.
You guys don't go fighting. I don't want to see any Tua fights. We're all Dolphin, aqua, and orange here. So.
Look, Tua. Let's face it, guys. I'm going to be realistic here. Tua played like crap. He crapped the bed again. No, I'm not acknowledging you. No.
I'm not acknowledging you.
He crapped the bed, and this is exactly what I talked about last week. I said, this is what I'm looking for. If Tua, is he going to crap the bed or is he going to have a good game? He crapped the bed again. This is the third time he's crapped the bed in a very important time in the playoffs when the playoffs is coming around. And that was Buffalo. He did it in Buffalo 2 years ago. He did it in Tennessee last year. And he did it again in 49ers.
I'm shaking my head too.
And here's the key. I know Justin, we talked a little bit today. Justin said, well, he didn't have the talent that he has this year. Well, what happened this year? He had everybody.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's just rewind it back a bit, okay? Remember, we definitely need Tua to lead us and put his team on his shoulders and lead his team.
I don't care, Evan. I don't care if I'm off the bandwagon.
I'll be honest, man. It's an 11-man sport. There's 11 guys out on the football field. The biggest problem I have with it is if we don't drop all those passes, I actually think it would be a lot different of a story. Those drop passes hurt the team. I'm not saying that's the reason why we lost, but if Tua shit the bed, then Jalen Waddle shit the bed, and Tyreek and everybody who dropped the ball shit the bed. So the whole team shit the bed. But I do agree with you. He needs to step up in these bigger game situations and play like the leader that we need him to be. But at the same time, I think the whole team needs to step up behind him and in front of him. Did he shit the bed in Tennessee last year? Hell yeah, he did. He's thrown to Mac Hollins and Lynn Bowden, and he's had the 32nd ranked offensive line in front of him, you know.
And offensive coaches that didn't know
what coaches who didn't back him up, coaches that didn't know what they were doing. I mean, the coaches literally told Tua, we don't want you to use your anticipation throwing and all your great skills you have coming out of college. We just want you to go out there and suck. That's pretty much what they said to him. And I'll be honest with you, man. I don't agree with it because I don't think he's been put into a game to where he's like, hey, man, we got Terron Armstead. We just got an Eric Fisher. He's playing better, and now we're going to the playoffs. Now, if he does all that and we have a good running game behind him and there's no excuses, and Jeff Wilson's running hard, Mostert's running hard, Tyreek's running wild, Waddle's running wild, and then Tua shits the bed and he really shits the bed and throws a bunch of interceptions, all right, then now you got a beef. But the line's got to play up to par. The receivers got to play up to par. Everybody's got to play to their part. It can't just be on one guy.
No, I agree.
No,
and
I agree.
Steve, you and I have the policy on our show here tonight that we never really make comparisons. But every good NFL quarterback, without naming specific names, have had a bad game this year. There's not one
absolutely,
guy
dude.
out there and played perfect every year.
Okay, I agree. I agree with you to a point, guys. I agree with you.
Mahomes has bad games too, though.
I agree.
Josh Allen against the Vikings.
But here, I'm not talking about Mahomes. I'm not talking about.
He's talking about.
I'm talking about Tua crapping the bed at the most critical times of the year when we need him to play at his elite level, and he hasn't done it.
It's true.
He hasn't done it. Anybody can play good up against bad teams. Yeah. Let's see him play against the Chargers next week. Let's see him play against Buffalo next week in the cold. Let's see him play against New England. That's what I want to see. I want to see him step up.
I'm excited.
I don't even want to see him play elite. Just play a good game. Yes. A game manager. All he's got to do is dink and dunk. All he's got to do is dink and dunk to his playmakers.
We just think we're with you there, but we just think if it's just how about let's just say it's one game right now, and then.
The coach could have helped the dude out and called a couple run plays last week too. You know, I mean, damn, I think it's on everybody.
Yeah, no, I agree. Justin, you made a good point. That's a very good point. I was going to get to that point too. And I was I've been real hard on Tua this week.
I
really
agree.
have.
You know what, though,
But
Steve?
you
I
know
agree
what?
with you, Steve. I want to see him play just a good game. He doesn't have to play
Yeah.
elite. You don't have to be this
No.
hero. Just dink and dunk and give you what the defense is taking you. But you know
Right.
what? The coaching staff needs to, come. They need to see eye to eye.
Right. No, and I agree. And we're going to get to that right now. But number one I want to talk about McD.
Uh-huh.
McD did not help Tua out one iota in this game. He didn't even try to run. And you know what? Even though Mostert had 8 carries and what's his name? Wilson had 1 carry for like 3 yards, but Mostert averaged 4.3 yards a carry on those 8. Why did he continue running? He hasn't shown a running game but once this year, I think.
McDaniel did. Hot Mike told him I effed up, on a couple of times.
So he's effed up it all year long in the running game because he's been saying, "Oh yeah, I know I messed up on the running game. It's my bad. The running game. We're gonna have to run more." He hasn't done it yet, man. He needs to get his
surprise on.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. He's saving it.
He needs to get his crap together because we're coming up on some tough games, and we need that running game.
Oh, definitely.
I don't care if they
get. They're gonna have to be able to run.
Yeah, I don't care if they get 2 yards every time they run the ball.
You still got to do it.
That's how running game works. Yep. You still got to do it until you grind them down. You grind that defense down. Then eventually they're going to get 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, maybe even break one.
You got to stay.
Can't stop after 8. You just can't do it.
I agree. You got to stay consistent.
Real quick, I want to get to one of our guys here. He says, "Well, 10 wins get us in the playoffs." I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think 11 is going to be the magic.
I think that's your magic number is 11.
Yeah, I think. I think it was Bleezy. Sorry, I probably screwed his name.
Oh, you're good, bro. I think you were right. But Steve, I agree with you, Steve. You got to run the football. You have to make the defense stay honest, and even if you're not getting 4 or 5 chunk plays and you're only getting 2 yards a carry, you still have to consistently run the football in order to keep that defense honest. And that's what happened last weekend is they didn't keep the defense honest. Mike McDaniels got greedy and was like, "I got Tyreek, I got this," and it just kept going to the Honeywell until it was dry.
McDaniel gets too cocky out,
but remember
too cocky
this too.
For his britches, man.
But he's a rookie head coach and a rookie play caller. Yeah. I mean, I know you're like, that doesn't matter, but it does because he doesn't have that experience yet, and he's going to learn.
I agree.
He's going to learn that he can't do all these things that we're talking about, and that he has to stay consistent to the football to keep the defense and run the ball to keep the defense honest. You know what's really driving me nuts? I just want to say real fast before I carry on is the third and short and the 4th and short calls are driving me nuts.
Absolutely.
I mean, what would hurt to call a jet sweep to your tight end? No one's going to expect it. It's going to get you a first down. And instead of attacking the edges, they're attacking in between the tackles. And I just don't like it. I would do the opposite.
I'm gonna give you a real quick take on this, and then we'll go right into the defense.
All right.
I don't agree with the 4th and 1 on your 18-yard line. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with all. I don't.
I would have punted.
It's not a good time. Look, you know why we're not complaining about it now? You know why? Because we've gotten lucky and we've made them. But now when it's a critical time in the playoffs or even these next games, and he calls a 4th and 1, and,
oh my God,
and we don't get it, and we're on the 18-yard line, the 30-yard line, and then Buffalo goes down or somebody goes down and scores, then you're going to be complaining. Right now, it's all fun and games until that is just erratic play calling, man. I mean, play calling, but erratic decisions on when to go for 4th and 1. That is just
agree
reckless.
Exactly. There was one specific drive when we had to settle for a field goal. We had like 3 and 1.
Right.
We almost had the first down on the catch. It was like right there on the line. Yep. So it was like 3rd and run. And then we decided to do a play, and then Tua gets sacked on the play. So then instead of having a 4th and 1, like if you would have ran it and got stuffed, then you could have that 4th down decision again. Like, it's 4th and 1. Now we ran it. Now we do a little sweep or we do a little quick pass to pick up 1 yard and 4th down again. But instead you get sacked, you have to settle for a field goal. So that's like a 4-point swing right there. And it's just
I agree. You're right.
It was bad. Tua had no chance on that. They were on him in like 2 seconds.
Exactly.
So it's bad.
But real quick though, the line actually played pretty well, all in all. Pass protection,
Considering, yeah.
Considering, and getting surprisingly enough, our best pass blocker this game was Greg Little.
No, they did okay.
He had a high pass protection rating.
That's why I said
Yeah.
I think for some care he just
played
fought
good.
in it. He got happy feet again, which he hadn't had shown this tendency this year, and that's why I think he sold the ball high a couple times, and he just never stepped into it. That's why the announcers.
Well, here's the thing too, and I'm going to get back and I'm going to get into the defense. Here's the thing too, when you do a fake handoff, right? If you don't hand that ball off right now, that's a split second that you've lost to go back and throw the pass. And that's what Tua is best at. Getting the ball, 3-step drop, boom, spot right to the spot. He wasn't able to do that because when he did the handoffs. And you're right? You do the handoffs, then he's got to turn it. You know. But in San Francisco was playing their linebackers 7-8 yards back.
Yep.
So they were closing off the middle of the field.
Like I told you, they're going to muddy up that middle of the field before we even got into the game. I said they're going to middle up the middle of the field. We got to attack.
No, I'm surprised we didn't go with more of a running attack, especially if 2 ex-49ers. You just thought they would have kind of gained.
Exactly.
They made sure the first play they hit Shortfield former 49ers.
That one worked.
That one worked.
But
that one worked big time.
What really surprised me,
a more dose of the 49er running back.
Same. What really surprised me is you didn't see a lot of 12 and 13 formations. You saw a lot of 11 spread formations.
Yeah, they were all spread. I know.
I don't understand. I mean, you're trying to block Bosa, dude. You need to use a 12 formation. You need to use a 13 formation.
Dude, when he went in there and pass rush, he was free. Nobody touched him.
He was one-on-one one time, and then that one time he didn't even get touched.
Didn't even get touched. They were like, come on in, man.
See, and that's just a miscommunication. Something happened on a bad play call down there. You never want to have it schemed up that way.
No, I agree.
I agree with you again, Bleezy. The Chargers game is I say the same thing. It's a must win.
Yeah, it's a must win.
Oh, it is a must win. All right, we'll get to that though. Let's get to the defense. Josh Boyer's on my hot seat. I'll tell you why. It's not because what's his name? Purdy? Brock Purdy. Yeah, he freaking he did his job, man. He did exactly what the scheme is designed to do. 1-2 yard passes to his playmakers, 2 or 3 yard passes to his playmakers, and it worked. And Josh Boyer should have realized that, because there was a guy that I was listening to today on a podcast, okay? He was from the San Francisco 49ers podcaster or fan or whatever. And he was saying he couldn't understand why Josh Boyer was running a cover 0, sending everybody in to a rookie quarterback, right? That's dinking and dunking, right? When their front 4 was manhandling their offensive line. Yeah. All they had to use was their front 4, and they could have gotten to the quarterback and have him make him pass a long ball.
Yep.
They didn't do that. That's why I say Josh Boyer, and change it up. Josh Boyer is on a hot seat with me. He's on a hot seat with me. You cannot let CMC, you cannot let Kettle, you cannot let Debo, you cannot let Jordan, you cannot let any of those playmakers alone like that.
Yeah. No,
it just didn't make any sense.
Too much. He had a little bit. CMC was killing us, man.
Oh,
please, God.
Remember what I said?
Yeah, I know. I was just saying, please get Duke Riley off CMC.
Exactly.
I love Duke Riley too. I love me some Duke Riley.
But he's not as fast as CMC.
No,
he's not as fast as CMC.
So,
I know the defense didn't play up to the level we needed them to, but do you realize that the offense, they need to get off keep the ball on the field. We were 0-7 on third downs. The defense is out there the whole damn game. They had the time of possession was totally skewed. Sure. It's all from offense, bro. And I know the defense didn't do their damn job, but then again, the offense didn't do their job either.
True. Hey, I got a disclosure before we move on.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone that's watching in the chat, thank you for joining. I am a Dolphin fan. I really am. I've been a Dolphin fan since 1969. So I want my die hard, baby. I wouldn't be here talking about him now if I wasn't.
Yeah, that's right.
But I love Tua. Don't get me wrong. I love Tua, but he's got it. When he's wrong, he's wrong. When he's right, he's right. When he's playing elite, he's elite. When he's not, he's not. And he wasn't. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to be constructive criticism about our quarterback. Sure. Even though if there's any quarterback that I would love to see as a most valuable player, or a Pro Bowler, or get us to the Super Bowl, it's Tua. The guy's just you can't help but like the guy. He's got a great attitude. He's got a great attitude, takes responsibility, accountability. You can't be more happy with a guy like that. So I'll acknowledge him there. Right. Bobby, you should have put that acknowledge me on there.
Right.
He must be sleeping. Man. Bobby must be sleeping.
Honestly,
there it is. Acknowledge me.
I don't honestly mind your hard criticism of Tua. Like, even believe it or not, I'm hard on him too. But it's not like to the point to where I don't think that he can get it done for us. Do I want to see him play better in these big games? Absolutely, I do. But I also want to see receivers catch the football when it hits you in the fucking hand. Sorry, excuse my French, but that's just how I feel about it. I think you need to help your quarterback out. I want to see the coach. On a bad day, and he needs to be bailed out. Catch the damn ball. Don't bobble it around. And the coach, you know what, dude? Stop overthinking things and hand the damn ball off. That's going to help out your quarterback right here, who's young. You want to take pressure off your quarterback? Run the football.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for joining. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit that like button. We need that 500 subscriber. I feel it. I think we're going to get it tonight. I feel it. We want to give we got a couple jerseys there we want to give away. So come on,
give something away.
Hit that like button.
That's right.
All right. So, what was I going to get into now? Oh, we're running a little short of time, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the up and coming game, which is a must game.
Yeah.
Just a little information here, and I'll get you guys' takes and then my take, and then we'll call it a night. The Chargers, the Tua.
Thanks, Pleasy.
The Tua and Herbert showdown. All right. Dolphins offense is still, if this is up to date, they're still ranked 4th.
Yeah,
you're
right.
Chargers offense is ranked 13. Our defense is ranked 21st, and Chargers defense is ranked 28. So pretty even on that.
That's 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, guys, Rob, I'm going to get your take. What are the keys to winning this game? This week
we just got to bounce back, keep our heads to the team just needs to bounce back, get their heads in the game, avoid the freaking turnover. I know that's an old cliche talking in football, but we can't be turning the ball over more than the other team, whoever we play. So avoid the turnover, and I think we're going to be better because I think personally we're the better team than the Chargers. When I say we, of course, I'm talking about the Dolphins. But I just think they're the better team, and the Dolphins should win, and I'm pretty confident they're going. Not 100% confident because you're still out west and everything, but I believe that the Dolphins are going to win the game. I'm going to keep it short because we're down to our couple minutes.
Yeah. Justin, let me get your quick take.
Honestly, I think the keys to the game, the number one key to the game for me is not to beat ourselves. The number 2 key of the game is run the football. The number 3 key to me is going to be the one that my distinguished co-host in the mornings right there just talked about is do not turn the football over. That goes again with not beating yourself. If we play our brand of football, we're going to be a hard team to kill. We just need to play our brand of football, play complementary football on both sides of the ball, and we're going to be just fine. The Dolphins are going to win this game, no doubt about it.
I agree. And I'm going to give you my quick take because we're about down to the wire here. I definitely agree. They need to run the ball. I think they need to pound that ball. No turnovers. And I think the defense. I think the defense will be just fine. I think they need to. I don't know. I just don't have any trust in Josh Boyer, but I do think the defense. The players were playing great. It was just the scheme that Josh Boyer had implemented. I hope he gets that cleaned up this week. But other than that, I'm taking the Miami Dolphins 31-28.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We're going to be giving up a lot of points, but I'll take it.
It's a shootout.
Yeah, it's
Justin,
a shootout.
thank you. Justin, thank you for joining.
Oh,
Rob,
thank you.
as always,
thank you, as always, Justin.
Yep, thank you.
Everybody that's
Fins
watching
up,
tonight,
go Dolphins.
thank you. And as I always say, Dolphins #1, baby!
Fins up.
Number
Dolphins
one.
#1!